moment to introduce everybody. This is Cody Heekin, Bryce Tunget, and Mike Moreno. I'm Teal Love, and we're Black Pearl.
On holidays, phone calls one time a month, it must have been a phase. But now I can finally sleep at night, and now I realize that you never loved me anyway. Love me anyway. Now my heart is healed, yeah, and I'm ready to start over again. Gonna make my own world, gonna make a new plan. So many possibilities. Now my heart is healed, yeah, don't need to lean on you no more. Gonna open my eyes, gonna open that door. So many possibilities. Said it was over and I started to cry. You didn't care and said goodbye. Now my feelings are turned inside out, and I wanna go to you and shout. Now my heart is healed, yeah, and I'm ready to start over again. Gonna make my own world, gonna make a new plan. So many possibilities. Now my heart is healed, yeah, don't need to lean on you no more. Gonna open my eyes, gonna open that door. So many possibilities.
Hello, I'm Roger Martinez, and welcome to the 21st Annual Stairway to Stardom concert presented by Skips Music. Skips has always taken pride in providing a program where young musicians have the opportunity to explore all aspects of being in a band, including producing, recording, songwriting, and of course performing. These young musicians have spent the summer getting ready for the program you're about to see today. Okay, we're here with our first Stairway band, Black Pearl. Let's get their names and their instruments that they played.
Teal, I'm the vocalist.
Mike, I'm a guitarist.
Cody bass.
Bryce on drums.
And I'm Coach Mark Johnson.
You seem to be having a pretty good time out there. What did it feel like when you guys first hit the stage?
Nervousness, but then it went away.
Nauseating.
How did the crowd make you feel when you first came out there? Like when you first come out for your first song?
Yeah, they were welcoming.
Everybody was clapping for us, and when we started the third song, they just kept clapping.
Everyone I knew kept making faces, though.
Yeah.
That was the bad part.
That was the bad part. What do you think in the past couple of weeks or so in the summer getting ready, you think helped you get ready the most about performing here today?
Just practicing.
Practicing.
What do you have to say about your guys?
Oh, I love them. They're a tremendous group of young people, and I hope they win.
Well, we hope Black Pearl, good luck. Thanks a lot, guys. See you a little bit later.
Thank you.
It's nothing like having professional videotape and sound. So, and they're also going to be showing this on Access Sacramento, which is fun. You know, late night, I'm just punching through the TV and, hey, look, there's Stairway to Stardom, man. So that's cool. You can look for that. Without a lot of our sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. I want to stroke a few folks here like Fender. Took me many years to get my Fender Stratocaster, but I've got one now. Audio Technica, which has helped out with the microphones here. Korg Marshall, PV Digitech, Sapien Cymbals, Tama Drums helping. This is cool too, because this is like a protection thing for the drummer. Our next band is coached by Eric Morrison, who's done this for 5 years. Yeah. He's an instructor at Skips, as a lot of these folks are. And we're going to bring him on now. Are you guys ready? The Blue Man's here.
Not alive in the middle of the hive. I tried to survive.
Okay, we're here with fresh off the stage with Bocor. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Stacy on the vocals.
I'm Alana Smith, and I play drums.
I'm Zach. I play bass. Patrick, guitar.
And he's also blue.
Yeah.
I'm Eric, the coach.
So, you know, you guys seem to be having a lot of fun in there. Is there anything in particular that you guys learned this summer that helped you in performing?
I learned the music industry is extremely crazy, and I want to be involved.
Is there, how do you think you guys have done since when you guys first met, as far as how far have you progressed from the day you guys were first thrown together to you guys now? How do you guys feel about it?
I don't know. I've overcome my stage fright a little bit, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
but Not really.
There is a little of that going on today.
How do you think?
I learned how to sing and play drums at the same time.
Well, we wish you luck, and thanks for talking to us, Spokor.
We're going to bring our next band here. The winning band, by the way, determined by our judges, gets the recording time at Velvet Tone Studios, who've helped out here, and also get to put out 300 CDs, which will be cool, complete with artwork. So that'll be great. And the second place gets like 50 CDs or something. So third place gets some other CDs as well. This next band is coached by Tony Schatz. This is his first time to coach out here for Stairway to Stardom. And he's actually an alum of the whole program, so he played out here a while back. We're going to bring him on right now. And actually, if anybody know Okra Pickles around town? Or Freight Train Riders of America, sure. Guamba actually used to play in a band called Lucky 13, I think just a few years ago. So they got quite a tradition to uphold. Let's bring him on, Lucky 13.
The freedom to live. Your team, your part, no word about our rights as you die. It's fun how today's world works in the serious ways it revolves around us. Am I a puppet doing as you please? Living on and when you take my hand, let me go. I want the freedom to live.
Okay, we're here with Lucky 13 just off the stage. Let's find out what their names are and what they played.
My name's Greg, I play guitar.
I'm Andrew, I play bass.
Kate, and I play drums.
Krista, and I sing.
I'm Tony, and I'm their coach.
So, how did the stage feel bigger than it seemed when you guys first got out there?
Definitely, it's a lot bigger.
So what did, in getting ready for this program, sticks out the most for you guys?
Just be able to socialize and make good friends, you know, and like make good songs, and it's really a great program. Everyone should go do it.
You guys seem to be really getting into it out there. Did you guys gel or kick it off right off the stop when you guys all got together from the get-go?
Yeah, we already knew each other, and we just rock out all the time.
Oh, right on. Coach, what do you have to say about your guys?
They did great. I loved working with them, and I'm just so proud of them, and they were just a joy to make music with and do this with.
That's great. Well, we thank you guys. Good luck. Lucky 13.
This next band is coached by Anthony Pellerin. It's Anthony's first year for coaching. He also is a Stairway alum, so he's been on this stage before. He's a guitarist as well for Misanthrope. All right. Let's hear it for Twisted Theorem.
This song's called Hollow.
running away from me. I can't see your fate on me. I can't stop what's inside of me. Accept the worst and hope for the best. Take a gun and shoot up. Rest. 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 I can't seem to feel my pain. The Novocaine numbed it away. Look in your eyes as I swallow. Inside I feel so hollow. 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 Thank you.
Twisted Theorem!
All right, we're here fresh off the stage with Twisted Theorem. Let's find out what their names are and what they played.
I'm Jacob Cole, and I play drums.
I'm Chris Atkinson, and I play guitar. I'm Curtis Bradley, and I play bass.
I'm Zach Smith, and I play guitar.
I'm Anthony Peller, and I'm the coach.
Great. Tell me a little bit about the work you guys did in past couple of weeks, getting ready for your performance today.
We just practiced a lot and just tried as hard as we could to pull out 3 songs.
Anything stick out in your mind from some of the clinics that you participated in that helped you out?
I liked the first clinic. He told you how to use the amps and stuff.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. How do you think you guys did when they were out there?
I thought they did a great job. I was really impressed. They made me real proud.
The crowd seemed to think you guys are doing pretty good too. Well, we wish you luck. Thanks a lot, guys. Twisted Theorem.
Our next band is coached by Craig Sorrenti. He's been doing this for about 3 years now. Craig is a rock fusion guitarist, which is not only a musical style, it's a new form of nuclear energy too. So, yeah, how'd it go with these guys and coaching it, Greg?
Say that again? Oh, these guys are awesome. We have this is gonna be a good show for you, right, with these guys, especially on the second song. So, but for a lot of these guys, it's the first time for them being in a band situation. So, they actually worked out really well. Yeah.
I see all the tears running down your cheeks. These painful memories are tearing you apart. I know you're tired of getting thrown around. Those hidden feelings got me bottled up inside. after another heartbreak. Your thoughts scattered, your heart's torn to pieces. It's hard to find something to feel good about. Close your eyes, listen to my voice. Yesterday's gone, but tomorrow's coming soon. Close your eyes, listen to my voice. Yesterday's gone, but tomorrow's coming soon. Breathe deep, put it all behind you. One step at a time is all it takes. Turn your head, just forget it all. Don't be afraid to put your past behind you. Close your eyes, listen to my voice. Yesterday's gone, but tomorrow's coming soon. Close your eyes, listen to my voice. Yesterday's gone, but tomorrow's coming soon.
Thank you.
Auto select. Auto select.
Here with Auto Select. Let's find out who the members are and what they play.
I'm Marlon Yamzon, and I do guitar and vocals.
I'm Tim Howks, and I play drums.
Anthony Polero and I play bass.
Nate DeBee, guitar.
Craig Strenti, coach.
Were you guys scared at all out there when you first hit the stage?
In the back, and then we get up there, everything goes away.
You seem to be pretty confident out there. Tell me a little bit about your dancing that you did out there.
Well...
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks. It's just a side thing I like to do in my spare time. So.
Right on. Is there any advice you guys would give to the other participants who haven't performed yet?
Make sure your equipment sounds good.
That is very important. Make sure you check that stuff. They have learned a lot during this program. Coach, what do you have to say about your guys?
Oh, these guys are awesome. Both practices, communicating with each other, and getting the parts done, and some breakdancing in there with all that. These guys are a privilege to work with, and I'll see them next year, I hope.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Good luck, guys. Auto Select.
Our next band, yeah. And Weekend Warriors, too. Anybody been out to that? It's a great program for the, it may be like the last time you played guitar was in the Reagan administration, but you're ready to get back and do a show. Weekend Warriors is a great program for that, too, and it's only a 4-week program for the adults in the house who'd like to get back in music. Our next band is, they're ready. They're coached by Lorianne Blanchard. This is her rookie year for coaching. Let's hear it for Stage Crew.
Na 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 na.
Stage crew, stage crew.
Okay, we're here fresh off the stage with stage crew. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Greg, I play the guitar.
Donovan, I play bass. Jeff, I play the guitar. Shaheen, I play drums.
Skylar, and I'm the lead vocalist.
And of course the coach.
I just coach.
And what's your name?
Lorianne.
Well, I know you guys are going to go in the studio. You guys did a really good job out there. Is there any song in particular you look forward to going into the studio and recording?
Not really.
Is there anything in the past couple of weeks that sticks out in your mind that helped you get ready for today's show?
No.
Nope. Nothing at all? Is there any advice that you would offer the next guys that are coming on after you, the other participants?
Don't join because we don't need your competition.
So you guys plan on sticking together?
No.
Maybe. What do you say about your band?
They were great, really talented, great to work with. We had a lot of fun.
Well, we wish them all great luck. Thanks a lot. Stage crew. Thanks, guys. Back to the show.
Our next band, coached by Mike Parisi. Mike's doing it for the first time, and you think it's hard to play guitar, try doing it with a hockey mask on. That's really, oh boy. Summer Camp Nightmare!
We are Summer Camp Nightmare, and I hope you guys are having a good time today.
Hey, Salmika, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
All right, yeah. There's a lot of people here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people here.
I'm Spicoli. How you guys doing? And we're just here to play you guys a couple of songs today. How about that? You guys ready?
Now I know this isn't the type of music you guys aren't apparently too familiar with, but we're just glad we could share our talents with you guys today. Thanks. And don't worry, we don't bite that hard.
How you guys doing? You guys like that? You guys enjoy that? Yeah, again, we're Summer Camp Nightmare.
We're here with the guys from Summer Camp Nightmare who just got off the stage. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
Mika, bass and vocal.
I'm Aaron, and I'm lead guitar player.
And it was just a cool idea. We came up with it yesterday, and they were up for it. You know, they thought we were going to we're ripping off Slipknot, man. You know, but
It seemed to work for you guys. What do you guys what song do you guys look forward to recording the most when you go into the studio?
What do we look forward to recording?
The first one? Our first song.
Our first
Someone's
song.
called?
Yeah, we don't have
Untitled per se?
No, Mika's got a name for it. No, Mika, what's the name for it?
Molested by my camp counselor.
Can look for that one at your stores very soon. Coach, what did you think about your guys today?
I thought they did great. Awesome job. I'd love to see them do it more often.
Well, we thank Summer Camp Nightmare. We wish them luck. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll go back after the show.
Have fun? Yeah? We're about a third of the way through. 21 bands, and this is the 21st year of the Stairway to Stardom from Skips Music. On the celebrity panel tonight is Rick and Jane, doing it for the first time, Rick and Jane. They're from Disc Makers. They help out in the winners, providing the 300 CDs and also the full color layouts too, so it's going to look really professional for whoever wins here today. Up next is a band coached by Ben Hurdy. Ben has done it for a couple of years now. He's a singer and guitarist for the band P.S. Chambers. They got a show coming up in the near future, so look for P.S. Chambers. We're ready to do it. Let's hear it for Chasing Amy.
But when it all comes down, I'm the only one you got. You drown in your addiction, leading me to believe it's not me. You're lost in your own sanity. You tell me that bitch did you wrong. Now I can see that you deserve everything you got. I can play your game better than you ever can. And in the end, I won't think twice about being your defense. You live your life in wasted time. Don't understand what's wrong or right. You can't justify your fucked up ways. It's always some poor excuse. I'm better off without you anyway.
We're here with Chasing Amy, who just got off the stage here at the Stairway to Stardom concert. Let's find out their names and what they played.
I'm Amy, and I'm on vocals.
My name's Chris, and I play the drums.
I'm in and play guitar. Patrick, the electric banjo.
I'm Ben, I'm the coach.
You guys seem to be doing a lot out there. Did you guys swap a lot of your influences together, meeting at the beginning of the program to come up with the songs that you performed today?
Yeah, we did.
What were some of those things that you brought together?
Les, Primus, definitely.
Oh, I see, the Les Claypool influence. How were the clinics this summer for you guys? Is there anything that stuck out for you?
Yeah, it was all good except the other bands were there. Nobody went to there.
How do you think you guys did out there, Coach?
I think they were great. This is the best band, and I loved working with these kids. They're really good.
Do you guys plan on staying together, kind of pursuing what you guys came together with this summer?
Well, I think they should like dump the girl on vocals, but they make a really good instrumental band. Yeah, I know.
Oh, we don't know if that's necessarily true. So we thank you very much. We wish you guys luck. Chasey and Amy, back to the stage.
Let's go on. All right. Getting them set up here. Greg Bowles, rookie year. We got a first-timer here. Greg as a coach. We're going to get them dialed in here. And once again, you can get information about Stairway to Stardom out front, and also Weekend Warriors. Great program. Get that at the front table. Let's bring them on here. We're going to have a couple more bands before we take a short intermission, but right now ready to hit the red line. Red line.
Hello, everyone. We're Redline. We got Dean on guitar. We got Rick on the drums. We got my homie Kale on the bass. And I am known as Valentinez Alcalanella Zihar Sushi de Boher, Gombe Gomela Blue Stradivari, Andre Talon Trent Pierre. Messed that up so bad. Are you ready? I don't see why you hold me down. You put me alone without you. Why? Stop the drum, stop it now. What you gonna do? Why? You put me in a horrible position. I don't know how I can stop. No, no. I'm lost. No. Nowhere to go. There's no more. Time to slow it down. Inside you, fight you, I'll fight you. Inside you, fight you, I'll fight you. There's no more. I'll bring the reason down. Now slow. Thank you, everybody. We're Redline. Hope you had a nice time. Peace.
Red line.
Okay, we're back, and I'm here talking to the 1999 Stairway to Stardom winners, Lousy Lovers. So, guys, it's been a couple of years. You're still together. Tell me what you guys been up to.
Well, we just got back from the road, and all our shows got canceled.
Except for the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, we got kicked off that.
So you guys have managed to stay together over the past 2 years, though?
Yeah.
So you were on the road. Whereabouts did you guys go to?
Oregon.
You went to Oregon?
Southern Oregon, like Clement Falls, on that area.
So after you guys met, you guys played here. You guys formed. You did well. What happened after that? Like next year, you guys stick together. You start playing locally.
Yeah, we tried to. It was really hard to get into the scene. It's really hard to get into Sacramento, especially the way people are. The scene isn't very.
Especially towards punk rock.
Yeah,
Especially
the scene
towards
isn't
punk rock.
very willing towards new bands. Period. So it's tough to get in. And we still work at it every day, but we're not concentrating on Sacramento as much anymore. We're going outside of Sac and just realizing that we do a lot better outside.
Well, it's a tough biz for sure, trying to get out there and get into the right places and meet the right contacts. It's kind of the thing that they try to show people on some of the clinics, some of the music industry clinics that they do in the program. Tell me a little bit really quick, if you guys will, what you guys thought of the program when you were in it.
Go Scott, it's you.
All right, I thought it was a great program. I started this, and I was in a band with John here when I was 12 years old. If you look for the 99 video, I'm about this tall and have like a shaved head. 98 video. Oh man, that was just ridiculous. And then the next year, we stuck together for about a year playing shows and became good friends and joined together. And it was put together with John Larson here as our bass player.
After I was begged to be in Stairway to Stardom, because a lack of bass players, 3 of them.
So you had to fill one of the slots then and make it work for someone.
Yeah.
Well, we totally appreciate you guys coming talking to us. We wish you luck out there. And again, Lousy Lovers, 1999 Stairway Stardom, 2nd place winners. Thanks a lot, guys.
Records.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back from the stage with Redline. Let's find out what their names are and what they played.
Dean, I play guitar.
Eric, I'm a vocalist.
Okay, I play bass.
My name is Enrique, and as you can tell, I play the drums.
I'm Greg, I'm the coach.
Great, guys. So you guys spent, the past couple of weeks, past few weeks, past part of the summer, getting together, meeting each other, going through the program, going through the clinics, writing your songs. What excites you the most about going into the studio together?
It's just pretty fun to go into the studio because you get to play with a lot more things than you could do live or writing. You could play with effects. You can switch parts around. You could swap other parts for other parts. Studio is definitely fun.
Do you guys feel that you learned a lot through the past couple of weeks as far as the reality of being in a band and what it takes to pull it all together?
Yeah.
I've learned quite a bit, how tight you have to be as a group, and when you're out there, you almost kind of have to think collectively, And as for the studio thing, I've never been recorded in a studio, so.
Well, that's one of the lessons, being a band and working together. Jeff, what do you have to say about their band?
Well, if my name was Jeff, but it's Greg today. That's okay, though. Actually, I learned a lot from these guys, probably more than I taught them. I just try to let them know that, when you come to practice, try to record all your sessions and have references for next practice so you can go over things. And
we thank Greg Bowles for that. I apologize. Good luck, guys. Here with Redline, back to the stage.
Our next band has another rookie coach. He's doing it for the very first time. Steve Fournier. Steve also, we got to get him up here because you did this before, right, Steve? You were up here.
20-some years ago.
What's it like being on the other side?
Oh, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
And you're in a band right now called
Free the Radicals.
And you're going to be on MTV. They don't play videos. You're going to be doing what?
We're going to be around town here pretty soon, so look in the paper for us.
You're doing something on MTV too, you were saying. Was that the Undress program?
Yeah, we penned a couple songs for the MTV Undress program.
We'll look forward to that. Undressed. I think it's some sort of nudity on MTV. All right, we'll get these guys dialed in and get it set. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Fender, Digitech. I didn't mention them before. They make a lot of cool gadgets, and this stuff is like amazing, the sounds you can get now. Digitech, PV, Audio Technica, and Korg and Marshall. Marshall Stacks, legendary in the business. All right. Plug it in and let's go.
Hello, I love you. Now leave me alone. Here's my number, don't you ever try to call. Was just rolling and thought I had some fun. Sorry, but I don't remember you at all. The night is over, so go on with your life. There is nothing left to say. The night is over, just leave it as it is. Tomorrow's just another day.
nothing to me now. Please stop calling and go on with your life. Maybe we'll meet again somehow. The night is over, so go on with your life. There is nothing left to say. The night is over, just leave it as it is. Tomorrow's just another day. 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 The night is over, so go on with your life. There is nothing left to say. The night is over, just leave it as it is. Tomorrow's just another day. Just another day.
Okay, we're here with Arcade Water. Let's find out what their names are and what they played.
Mark, bass.
Candy, the drummer.
Jeremy, guitar.
John, guitar.
And I'm Steven, the coach.
I know you guys did a lot of work over the summer, getting together, meeting, and working on your songwriting, going to the clinics. What do you guys think is the most valuable piece of information you guys received getting you ready for performance?
I believe the most important thing is just staying relaxed while you perform live. Just you know, just listen, just use your ear and listen to the rest of the band, and you know, stretch and just get loose, and you know, try not to think too hard about the whole situation.
That's pretty cool. Is there any one of your songs in particular that you look forward the most to recording when you're in the studio here?
Yeah, our very last song that we played,
What's it called? Do you have a name for it?
It's called Letting Go, and we're really proud of it, and we're gonna record it in the studio, and hopefully it's as good as it comes out as good as we want it to.
Right on. Coach, what do you have to say about your guys today?
I'm very impressed with these kids, adults, sorry. Awesome, awesome. It gives me chills to think about where they've come from. When they started, I looked at this group and I thought, there's no way. There's no way. No way I'm going to be able to do this with these. But you know what? These kids are talented. They have what it takes to keep going. I'm very proud of them.
Right on. Thanks, Coach. We thank them. Good luck. Arcade Water. Thanks, guys.
Let's do it. Let's bring on Mixed Nuts.
And we're back here with Mixed Nuts fresh off the stage. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
My name is Chris and I play guitar.
My name is Sean and I play bass.
Ben, I play the drums.
I'm Sarah, I sing and play rhythm guitar.
And I'm Jimmy, I'm the coach.
I know you guys spent a lot of time, did a lot of work this summer getting ready together for the program. Was there anything that stuck out in the program that helped you guys the most in getting you guys together for the show?
The dress rehearsals.
The dress rehearsals helped you out? How's that?
See the other bands and know how a show worked and how you'd go on and off and how you'd have to be ready before you go on or you miss your turn and then you're screwed.
Have any of you guys, before entering the program, had any experience in songwriting of your own, writing songs, music? Tell me a little bit about that.
I've been in another band that before Stairway, and we wrote songs and stuff and played them like in front of people.
Did going through the program sort of help you out and to kind of refine some of those things a little more?
Yeah, a lot, because all the clinics and stuff.
Jimmy, how'd you guys do today?
Well, you know what? I thought we did pretty good. So it's rock and roll. I'm pretty proud of everyone.
Well, we're happy to be here with the Mixed Nuts. We wish them luck.
People gathered in the street, politicians battling the beat. Only time America will fall will be a burden lifted from the floor. This is all our communism. This is all. It's a contradiction. I'm a communist, yeah. I'm a contradiction. Everything is songs of anarchy. But I know I'll never be free. The contradiction is clear to me. But I've never been a cry to dream. Commercialism is the enemy. The corporations have more rights than me. Whatever happened to a country for you and me? This is a nation built on industry. I'm a communism. It's a contradiction. I'm a communist, yeah. I'm a contradiction. Everything is songs of anarchy. But I know I'll never be free. Contradiction is clear to me. But I've never been a cry to dream. I want a country built for you and me. I want a country built for you and me. I want a country built for you and me. I want a country built for you and me.
Thank you.
Abandoned system. Abandoned system. Killer job. Sounded great.
And we're back here right off the stage with Abandoned System. Let's find out what they play and what their names are.
My name is Blake, and I play guitar.
I'm Carrie, I play drums.
I'm Allie, I sing.
I'm Robert, I play guitar.
I'm Clint, and I'm a bassist, and I also want to make one point of showing them something. My hair does have a bunch of crazy colors in it. I didn't throw my hat in the stage, but I was gonna.
My name is Ken, I spectate.
So you guys went through the program, you guys met, got together, started working on songs. What part of the program you think helped bring you guys together from when you first started developing to where you guys finally came out now? Any thoughts on that?
Actually, all rehearsals.
Yeah. Any of the clinics stick out in your mind as far as helping you out?
I didn't go to any.
So he missed out on some of the things. I know you guys are going to the studio as part of the whole deal, part of the program. What do you guys look forward to the most about going into the studio?
Hearing the recording, I don't know, I think it'd be cool.
Recording about this is your guys' first. So none of you guys have any experience with songwriting before joining the program?
Actually, yeah, this is my third time actually doing the program.
Right on. Do you benefit from it every single time you join it?
Oh yeah, every time.
What do you have to say about your guys today, Coach?
Oh, they played very well. They really worked hard this summer, and I'm very proud of them.
Right on. Well, they did a great job today. Abandoned System, we wish you luck.
The coach of our next band, he has been this guitarist and lead singer for Hurt. Maybe the next band to make it big out of Sacramento, Hurt. Andrew Lawson, third year now as a coach here in the Stairway to Stardom.
Don't stop talking, keep me watching. On your level, the other side of the scale. The emotion of your spell, long and short, you do it well. Body aching, keep 'em pounding. Your lovers, but keep on sucking. Keep it coming, poison me. Ignore what they say, devour me any day. The emotion of your spell, long and short, you do it well. I love the way you kill. I love the way you kill. I love the way you kill. You give me such a thrill. I love the way you kill. You give me such a thrill. Thank you.
Oh. Etta Loss. Let's hear it for Etta Loss. All right, good job.
And we're here with Ada Loss, fresh off the performance from the Stairway to Stardom concert. Let's find out what their names are and what they played.
I'm Josh, I play bass.
Chris, I play guitar.
Sam, drums.
Cara, vocals.
Nick, and I play guitar.
Andrew, coach.
You guys spent a lot of time this summer working on your songs, getting to know each other, going through some of the clinics. How do you think you guys have developed from the very beginning to where you ended up now?
I think like we're hard workers, and our coach has pretty hard worked us. I mean, we just concentrated and focused, and like that's how we came together. I mean, we showed each other wrists, and like we worked really hard at getting it done. We didn't slack off.
How did it feel hitting the stage when you first went out there for the first song?
I was a little nervous, but then, I don't know, you just kind of zone out on the audience and you just get into it.
Do you guys look forward to getting to the studio and recording some of your songs? What song in particular? For you at least.
Probably the first song that we played.
What's the name of that song?
Song number one? Song number one.
Yeah.
Song number one, we'll go with that for now. Andy, how do you think you guys did today?
They did great. I couldn't be prouder.
Our next band is coached by Tanya Hausman. She's been doing this for 3 years. She's a bassist and songwriter and was on this very stage, well, not this one, but an earlier Stairway to Stardom. Tanya's in her 3rd year now, and yeah. All right, you guys ready? Excellent.
Our guitarist Sean actually came up with the general idea. Isn't he great? And we just call it the evil song, so I guess we should play it. So.
And we're back from the stage with Crosswire. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Alicia, and I'm the singer.
I'm Greg, and I play drums, of course.
I'm Sean, and I play guitar.
Kirk, bass.
I'm Tanya, and I'm the coach.
Well, we know what you guys have been doing this summer. You guys have been working together from the beginning, going through the program, writing songs, getting them together. What, if you will, if you could tell me, what in the program over the past couple of weeks getting together for today's show sticks out the most in helping you?
In helping us?
Yeah.
Our coach was amazing, and she just did such a great job dealing with all our attitudes and, making us buckle down.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to some of the other bands who haven't played yet?
No noodling.
What was that?
No noodling. And being tolerant. You really have to, you're working with a lot of different people, with a lot of different ages and musical styles, and you really have to be tolerant to
their attitudes and also their good points too.
So you guys are pretty excited going in and recording some of the songs that you played the night into the studio?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Which song in particular? Any of them?
I really like the Evil song.
Which song was that in your set
It's
list?
actually called the Evil Song.
The Evil Song?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
It was our second song.
Your second song?
He actually wrote it.
Right on. Coach, what can you say about your guys?
They did a great job. They did a great job of working with each other. They all have different styles, and I think some friendships were formed. These two are together.
Well, we thank Crosswire. We wish them luck.
Our next band is coached by Greg Dana, who's been doing this for about 3 years now, a drummer and instructor at Skips. We're going to get them plugged in here. By the way, this is a competition. I mean, it's a showcase, but it's a competition. We're going to determine a first, second, and third place band today. And the first place band gets the recording at Velvet Tone, gets the 300 CDs, gets some time on 98 Rock's Local Licks, and also on the Sounds of Sacramento on Quad 106.5 with Autumn. So listen up in the future for that. And we're going to bring on our next band right now. Let's hear it for Soul Pop Symphony.
I'd like to take this time to introduce the band. We got Brian on guitar. We got Ryan on drums. We got Zach on bass. And we got Donovan on guitar. And I'm Adrian, and I play the keyboards. This next song we're gonna do is a funky little song, and it's called Where Do We Go From Here? It's a really cool song. You like this one? Thank you so much.
And we're back, fresh off the performance from the show with Soul Pop Symphony. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Brian, I'm a guitarist.
I'm Adrian, I play keyboards and I sing.
I'm Ryan Maples and I play drums.
I'm Zach Walkenstick on the bass.
I'm Donovan, I play guitar.
And I'm Greg Dana, the coach.
So you guys spend a lot of time working on the material, going through the program, going through some clinics. What do you think over the past, 8 weeks, have you learned the most from the program as far as getting your act together?
I think the clinics, because that showed us a lot of things, so we could change our songs, and it gave us a lot of pointers into that.
Was there any clinic in particular that you liked the most?
None in particular.
I think out they were all pretty helpful to you? Did you guys gel from the beginning, or did you guys develop and did you work the songs and your songwriting from kind of the midpoint on, or did you guys kind of hit it right off?
We hit it right off. Yeah,
we pretty much hit it right off. It's great chemistry between all these guys. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, it felt that way. And how did you feel when you first hit the stage?
I don't know, maybe a little bit nervous. I've done this before, so I wasn't too nervous, but I just let myself unwind, and I had a good time,
Any advice to some of the other bands?
Have a good time.
Right on. There you have it. It's part of the point of a lot of the program. What do you think about your guys today?
I think they did a great job. Outstanding. Yeah. The whole 8 weeks have been a blast and great to work with. Adrian is a great songwriter. Everybody threw in their 2 cents, and it works.
Our next band is coached by Mike Otovich, who plays locally in the band Frenic. He's been coaching for 3 years now on the Stairway to Stardom. This next band also makes me think of donuts. Donuts. And Kyle, I don't know Kyle, but I know your dad, and I've heard his music, Michael Hernandez. So it's like the next generation. It's cool. And sometimes if Michael's lucky, he gets to play Kyle's Les Paul. So that's really cool. He's good. Let's welcome Stratus.
He thinks of Stratus.
Oh. Stratus, the band formerly known as Stratus, now the Crispy Kings, yeah. Stratus, all right. Good job, good job. See, these guys have already learned something from Stairway to Stardom because they're already thinking corporate tour sponsor. You know, just, you can hear the conversation for that. Yes, I'm the CEO of Krispy Kreme, and I will sponsor you if you agree to be paid in glazed donuts.
We're back fresh off the stage with Stratus. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
My name's Mike. I play the drums.
My name's Kyle. I play guitar and vocals.
Terry, bass. My name's Graham. I play guitar.
Mike Otovich, coach. It's all about these guys.
Absolutely. You guys spent a lot of time this summer, 8 weeks, getting to know each other, working through there. Tell me, when you guys first hit the stage, how was it out there for you?
It was kind of nerve-wracking at first, but then when we got up there, I was saying, let's try to do our best and see what happens at the end.
You seemed to get into it. Did you feel that way the whole way during the show, or did you kind of work your way to that solo you did in the middle of it?
Well, beforehand, I was really nervous, and the second I got on stage, I don't know what, but I just totally felt comfortable. So.
Do you have any advice for any of the bands that are coming down after you?
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Again, the most important thing you could do is out there is have fun. That's what it's all about. Coach, what can you say about your guys?
You know, like I've said all along, I feel kind of guilty. I really didn't have to do anything. These guys took it over from day one. I just kind of wanted to guide them in the right direction, make sure that they were having fun, and they just kind of took it over. I mean, great band all around. Kudos to them.
Well, it looks like you did a really good job. Good luck to you guys. Stratus, back to the show.
We had more than one band tonight. Craig Sorrenti, the coach of the next band. An instructor at Skips in Modesto. Anybody here from Modesto? Make the drive up? The whole front row! Of course, these guys, yeah. All right, cool. Oh, no S. Elpinyak. No. Okay, I'll let them say it. How do you say the band?
Elpinyakum.
Elpinyakum. All right. Let's hear it for them.
Well, you know, none of us can really sing, so we decided that we'd give you a few instrumental songs and replace it with some cool riffs. Hope you enjoy.
We're from Modesto, and we're El Piñecnum. Of course, you know what that is backwards. Over on the bass, we have Jeremiah. Give him some love, give him some love. Over to the right, we got our Mean Machine Mike. Over on our drums, we got our Beat Machine Tim. And then me, Josh.
Alpin
And we're here right after the performance from the stage of the Stairway to Stardom concert with Alpin. First off, let's find out what the guys' names are and what they play.
My name's Tim Hawks. I play drums.
I'm Craig Sorrenti, the coach.
Mike McKenzie, I'm guitarist.
I'm Jeremiah Knapp. I'm the bass player.
I'm Josh Adams, guitar player.
I've got to ask, Alpin it almost sounds, I want to say it sounds Egyptian almost, but can you tell me where you guys came up with the name?
Yeah, it's monkey nipple backwards.
Well, it's kind of almost like a subliminal thing, kind of a backward sort of a thing. I understand. You guys spend a lot of time working the summer, meeting each other, going through the program, working on it. What influences did you guys use? Because you guys all kind of came together at the program to write the songs that you guys came up with. What sort of things did you mix into?
Well, mostly, or not mostly, but we used a lot of Metallica and like a lot of John Petrucci, stuff like that.
A lot of these influences were influences that you guys brought in separately, though, kind of cross influences.
Yeah.
Is there anything? What's the best advice your coach gave you to get you ready for your performance right now?
Practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
Get ready. Stay relaxed.
Yeah.
Stay relaxed, too. Don't
Stay
Yeah,
relaxed.
don't screw up. Exactly.
You guys look forward to recording?
Yeah.
Going in the studio and creating some of the tracks?
Yeah, I was in last year, but I don't know, I messed up.
What do you say about your guys, Craig?
These guys are crazy. They're mainly my students. They have a lot of Craig influence in them, so they're all out there. So, but I'll tell you one thing: these guys are the hardest workers I've had so far as a coach. Definitely practicing in store and out store. So the music is quite complex. So this was a new horizon for them.
Absolutely, that's great. Well, we appreciate it. Good luck to Alpin. That's monkey nipple backwards, and we'll go back to the show.
The coach of our next band was telling me that he was the first participant in the Stairway to go on to become a coach. There's a distinction for Steve. All right, Steve's been doing it a long time. I've been seeing him in bands around town for a long time, too, including one he's in right now, Circle of Fifths. If you can catch them, great sound, Circle of Fifths. Also known Zach. I've never gotten to see Zach play in this band. I'm late. You better do good, Zach. All right, that's cool, man. All set? All right, man. Let's do it. Give it up for Heretic.
In the shadows, it's so bright. Confused, afraid, it's lurking. I see your name, your racist ways. I'm breaking down, I'm breaking down. That's something you can't believe. I'm sure. Why should I go through this? Why should I hurt myself? You laughing boys,
you.
Back here at the Stairway to Stardom 2001 concert with Heretic right off the stage. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
Hi, my name is Paul, and I play drums.
Mika, bass and vocals.
Zach Loveless, guitar.
Matt, guitar.
My name is Steve, and I'm the coach.
So you guys spent some time together going through the program. What can you tell me as far as the clinics and what things those gave, what kind of insights they gave you as far as getting you ready to songwrite and to get on the stage?
Well, they basically prepare you for the final show and help you out in your song making and everything else. And if you want to, like, you know, stay together after and, you know some stuff, you know, because you come into the program knowing, like, possibly next to nothing. And, like, you come out gaining, like, all this stuff, like, you start sounding like a pro, you know, so.
How did you feel when, you know, your first song, you hit the stage?
Well, I was very nervous. I tend to forget the songs a lot. But, you know, I just relaxed and everything went well. And I think with all my band members, they did great, and the coaches coached great. And
What do you guys think you're going to do next? Do you guys going to plan on staying together or branch out?
I
do not know.
That's the question mark that lies in the minds of many other bands. Steve, what can you tell me about your guys today? How do you think they did?
I think they did really good. They
He's
practiced
lying.
pretty hard. You know, I'm really proud of these guys. They did a very good job today. Very good.
Right on. Well, you guys did a great job. Good luck. Heretic, back to the show.
All right, just several more bands to go. 21 bands on this 21st anniversary of Stairway to Stardom. Yeah, all right. Coach of this next band is also a rookie, doing it for the first time. Ian Watts is a guitarist and songwriter. He had a fun time doing it. I want to thank the crew and the folks running sound by Loud Sound today. Phil and Larry doing the job mixing in here, trying to keep things moving. There's a way for me to stage dive. Let's hear it for Double Take. Double Take.
Okay, we're joined now right after the performance from the Stairway to Stardom concert with Double Take. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I am Brenda, I sing and I play guitar.
I'm Aaron and I play piano.
The next, Jimi Hendrix here. I'm Kevin and I attempt to play bass.
Nick and I play the drums.
Ian, and I'm the coach.
So you guys spent 8 weeks together, meeting together, working on songs. How do you think you guys have developed from when you guys first started to where you are now?
Extremely good.
We actually got worse. We were better in the beginning.
We were.
Yeah, so
That wasn't all.
we kind of lost a little pizzazz after 8 weeks.
Well, luckily you said a lot of polished bands aren't being signed these days, so you might be on the right route. You know, what can you tell me about your coach? What kind of advice did your coach give you?
Good advice. His advice was so good that it like came out of our ears. It was so good.
He
Like, it
actually
was
adopted
streaming.
me.
He's my inspiration.
Yeah.
That's my new
If it
dad.
wasn't for him, I'd die.
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, none of us would be here.
I'd be on the street corner somewhere.
Exactly.
Were you guys nervous when you first hit the stage? When you guys first started out there, how did it feel?
I was nervous listening to the other band, so I just tried to rock out as hard as I could to get all the nervousness out.
Everyone else seemed not as nervous as I was. I was pacing and running around and doing
Nervous all day.
We're doing
really nervous.
push-ups and working out, jumping jacks, the whole deal. The whole deal.
Coach, what can you tell us about your guys?
They're all very creative.
And girl, absolutely. Yeah, with your musician folks here.
Very creative. They work well together. Wrote some great songs. Aaron's got the blue hair, and that really helped the band.
It helped us a lot with the creativity.
My dad wouldn't let me, so thanks, Dad. Okay.
Well, right on. We wish you guys luck. Double Take. Back to the show.
Just a couple more bands to go. We'll be announcing the winner of the Daniel Moreno Scholarship. Also, of course, the first, second, and third place bands. The suspense is killing me. The coach of the next band, Brian Linville, has been doing this for 6 years. He's a bassist, singer, songwriter, and Stairway alumnus as well.
All right, it's time to introduce the band. Over here on guitar, we have Amanda. All right, over here on drums, we have Eric. On bass, we have Cody. And on guitar, we have Amy. And I'm Melissa.
fresh off the stage with Corporate Sellouts. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Melissa and I'm the singer.
I'm Eric and I play the drums.
Cody and I play bass.
I'm Amy and I play guitar.
I'm Amanda and I play guitar.
I'm Brian, I'm the coach.
So you guys spent the last 8 weeks together. What do you guys think, as far as the programs and the clinics, what do you think was the most helpful for you guys in getting ready to come out and play today? Anyone?
Songwriting clinic.
Songwriting clinic, can you tell me a little about that?
There was a guy that had too much caffeine, came out and told us how to write songs.
That help you out?
Yeah, because we only had one song at the time.
Yeah.
So that was definitely helpful at the time.
About halfway through the program.
How'd you guys feel? How'd you feel when you first came out and the first song with the lights and all that? How'd you react to that at first?
It was scary.
You seem to get over it all right though.
No, not really.
Do you have any advice for some of the other bands that are coming on after you? The last band, maybe a band or two coming up after you guys?
Just have fun. If you're having fun, then you're not nervous.
Coach, what can you say about your guys today?
I think they did really good. They played some good songs.
Right on. Well, we totally appreciate it. Good luck. Corporate Sellouts, back to the show.
The coach of our next band, Eric Renicky. Eric's been coaching for 3 years. He's a guitarist, singer, and pianist, which means he plays the piano, just to clear up any confusion on that. Eric Renicky's been doing it for about 3 years here. The first band to feature a violin, too, or fiddle, whatever you want to call it here. This will be cool.
Queen.
Hey, we got a joke for you guys.
We're back, fresh off the stage with Chaser. Let's find out what their names are and what they play.
I'm Scott, I play the drums.
I'm Netta, I sing.
Tyler, I play the bassoon.
Kaylee, I play the ukulele. Gary, I play the guitar and the violin.
Cool, you guys have been working for 8 weeks. Was there a lot of hard work involved in getting together for today?
Definitely, there was a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication, but I think we pulled it off.
Yeah, it sounded like it. How did you guys feel when you first came out in your first song? You know, the first song comes out, the stage lights come on, and you guys are out there. How'd you feel?
I don't know, it was kind of fun, but then every once in a while, it's exhilarating.
It gets you a little bit pumped up?
Yeah.
What can you tell me tell me a little bit what you look forward to the most about going in there and recording. I don't know if you guys have had any recording experience before, but if you haven't, what do you look forward the most about going in there and kind of writing and recording some of these songs?
Finding a big, thick, juicy bass tone to work with.
That's a very important thing. Coach, what can you tell me about your guys and how they did today?
They did awesome. I was very proud. They started about 8 weeks ago and with no songs, and they came together really strong. I'm proud of them all.
Right on. Well, we wish you guys a lot of luck. Chaser, let's go back to the stage and we'll find out who won.
We're going to announce the winners in just a few minutes. We'll get the judges busy tabulating that. Just don't let Che add them up. I think don't let him do that. For the next portion of the program, though, I'm going to bring up a woman who's the production manager of this monstrosity of event, who's put her heart into it over the last couple of months, and she's got an award to make. Please welcome Mary Willett. Yeah. Mary.
Thank you, Charlie. Everybody's been asking you guys how you're all doing, so I'm going to ask you a different question. How do you think all these artists did today? Oh, come on, they did better than that. Right on. I have the honor of presenting the Daniel Moreno Memorial Scholarship, which is 6 months of lessons at Skips Music, in memory of Daniel Moreno, who was a drummer in the program in 1993. Daniel was in the band B.O.B., and he really loved the program. The Friday before the first dress rehearsal, Daniel got sick, and his mom said, you know, maybe you should stay home. But he didn't want to let his bandmates down, so he went anyway. And he got ill that day on Saturday. And the next day, he went in and went to the hospital. They found out that Daniel had a strangulated bowel, and due to complications from that, he had a heart attack. And a few days later, it seemed as if Daniel's body had recovered, but his brain did not. So his family donated his heart, and they like to think that Daniel now beats to a different kind of drummer. And they also established the Daniel Moreno Scholarship because he really loved this program, and he had so much enthusiasm that they wanted to carry on his name by giving another young artist the opportunity to carry on music. So today, we are very honored to present the Daniel Moreno Memorial Scholarship to Justin Romo. Are you out there, Justin? Come on up. Do I see movement? Ah, I see movement. Congratulations, Justin. Would you like to say something?
Thank you, Skips Music, for putting on this whole thing, and it's been great.
Thanks. Daniel's name is engraved on a perpetual plaque that hangs in the lesson lobby at Skips Music, and he'll receive 6 months of lessons in recognition of his personal growth as a musician, exhibiting above-average leadership skills, excellent attitude, and maximum flexibility as a team player. Congratulations. Okay, I got to be the production manager of this, but the real guy that makes this all work is Skip, and here's Skip.
Thank you, Mary.
I don't know about the guy that makes it work. Boy, there's an awful lot of people's hard work that went into this, and it didn't start just yesterday. It started months and months back, actually as long as the end of last year's event. A lot of you probably were here, and I hope we're going to come back next year. And tomorrow, the whole staff will start planning next year's again. And for months now, I've been watching it start to culminate in today's, and it's way too short, 5 or 6 hour concert. For all the work that went into it by so many of my staff members, I want to thank them for their hard work. And the coaches that become such a big part of this program in your kids' lives for the last 8 weeks. They are in the heat of the competition just like the kids are, and I enjoy watching them do their job just as much as the kids enjoy them doing it. And I'd like to hear it for all the coaches for the group, my staff. Thank you. They've probably mentioned all the names of the staff. There's so many of them I can't mention, but there's one sitting back at the sound board right now. Larry, raise your hand. This guy has done sound for Stairway to Stardom, I don't know how many countless years now. And most sound guys would say 21 bands, and they'd run. But Larry each year says, that's my favorite gig. So we're glad to have you back again, Larry. Thank you. Charles, thank you for your great job. Appreciate it. And the Eagles' support of the program. Fantastic. Good having you again this year. And two other people that I'll bring up here in a minute, though. But before that, I want to thank all my industry friends, some of them sitting on the judging panel back there, and a lot of them that couldn't make it here today. Some will be here tomorrow in support of the program. But all this backline of equipment back here helps make this thing come together. For my sponsoring manufacturers and my industry friends, thank you very much for making this program possible again. Two people that you have seen throughout the day, I just want to personally thank for making the program go so smooth for me. And that's Tarmy Armstrong-Levitt, which is up here, who heads and coordinates the program. And also Mary Willett for her hard work in coordinating all the people. Thanks, guys. Also have one other guest today that goes back with this program to not quite its roots, since its roots are 21 years back now, but quite a ways back. And just a few years ago, spread his wings a little bit and started spreading his enthusiasm for music education and the promotion of music throughout the nation by becoming NAM. That's the National Association of Music Merchants Director of Market Development. And in that, didn't only take on the workload of doing market development, but started coordinating efforts like the Sesame Street Music Program. And recently you saw on TV in Sacramento here, VH1's Save the Music Program. Great program to help save our music in our schools. And the Music Makes You Smarter program, another one he's worked hard with. And in just recent months has become the new CEO and leader of the NAM organization. Joe Lamont's back with us tonight. Come on. And his guest with him, Will, his son.
And to Skip, who started all this trouble. By the way, this is Willie. He wanted to come up and say hi, too.
This is his first day on the stage, right?
He's a drummer.
He's a drummer. He's going to be behind Joe.
Just a couple of quick things. I wanted to just kind of express to the people in this room and the people of Sacramento how rare this really is. I've had the kind of opportunity in the last couple of years to go around not only the United States but around the world and see that there is truly nothing like this program anywhere yet, and that's a shame, actually. There should be, and we need to talk about that. But right now, you are the beneficiaries of one of the best music education programs in the world right now. So just to Skip, I wanted to say that it's a big deal. it's something you may not know. You know, we borrowed the Weekend Warrior program and we made it into a kind of a turnkey program that people could use around the country. But I'm not sure if you know this yet, but 2 weeks ago, Australia had their first concert. And I got a lot of emails. They were very excited. They just, that was the first time they've seen anything like that down under, and it was a great success. So thank you again. So.
I didn't know that. So we're actually down under now, too.
Yeah, they play all the songs backwards, you know. Just real quick one. This is a message to the parents out there, I guess. And I know most of you here are here because of your kids, and you're the converted already. But just to let you know what you're doing. I mean, what we're finding scientifically and doing these research things is that kids who are involved in music are actually the true winners out of all this. And for example, kids who are involved in music are scoring on average 100 points higher on their SATs. And there's a new study coming out this fall that's going to show that kids who are involved in music in high school are the least likely to get involved in drugs, alcohol, or in trouble with the law. These are the things that are changing society, and you guys know that already, but you're to be congratulated. Music makes the entire difference. Okay, message the parents over. The kids were in it just because they had a lot of fun, So otherwise, I just wanted to say thank you. That I think that this is a model program, and I do believe that we're probably going to work on taking this around the world as well. So we'll be talking to you shortly about that one, Skip.
You got it, Joe. Thanks
everybody.
for coming to join us. Okay, let's hear it one more time for all the great music today. They were fantastic, weren't they? Congratulations to all the bands. There are no losers, but Tommy, I believe you're probably going to tell us.
How's everybody doing? I want to start by saying I'm really glad I didn't trip and fall on my face coming up those stairs because I bit it really hard behind the stage earlier today. But I'm okay. First, I want to thank everybody, but especially the crew that makes the show go so smooth. I mean, they get here last night, they set up all the gear, they work really hard. Without them, the show wouldn't go as smooth. So let's give a big round of applause for the crew and the sound. The judges. I would like to personally thank the coaches, and I want to thank all the kids in the program because you're why the program exists. So give yourselves a big round of applause. On the subject of all the kids in the program, this is the most girls we've ever had in the program this year. Little girl power, girls of rock and roll, girls of Stairway to Stardom. So after I announce the winners, I'd like to get all the girls up here. There's 17 of you this year for a photo opportunity. Girls of Stairway to Stardom, girls of rock and roll. Okay? Don't go anywhere. You guys want to know who won?
You gonna bring them up now?
No. Third place this year in 2001's Stairway to Stardom will receive a prize package donated by UNICEF of 25 manufactured CD singles with color inserts, and they will also appear on Sounds of Sacramento, a quad local music show. This year's third place winner, Auto Select from Modesto. Come on up here, you guys. Auto Select, right up here. This year's second place will get 50 manufactured CD singles and also appear on quad. Abandoned System. Come on up here, you guys. Right up here on this side. All the way over here. You got smiley faces in your hair, and you had a hat covering it up the whole time. Where's your coach? Where's Craig? Craig Sorrenti to the stage, please. And here it is, the moment you've all... You know what? I forgot to thank one person. I want to thank Skip. Nobody thanks Skip. I want to thank Skip especially. He just gives me the ball and lets me run with it and lets me, for the most part, do this the way I want to do it. And without that freedom, it wouldn't go as smooth for me. And I just want to thank you. This year's first place winner will go and record all 3 of their songs at Velvet Tone Studio. They will also have an interview on Quad Sound of Sacramento and 98 Rock's Local Licks. They will get all 3 of their songs on a manufactured CD, full color inserts donated by disc makers. That was bad. I apologize. Here they are, Soul Pop Symphony. And don't forget, I need the girls of Stairway to Stardom up here for a photo opportunity. I'd like to thank everybody. If you know kids that are interested in a music program like this, they can sign up in the lobby or they can check us out at skipsmusic.com.
We're joined here finally by the winners of the 2001 Stairway to Stardom concert, Soul Pop Symphony. Guys, good job. So tell me a little bit about what you look forward to in going in there. You know you're going to go in there and do a CD. You're going to have a whole professional job done there with the insert. What do you look forward to the most about it?
Well, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, you know, recording our 3 songs and stuff. Yeah, we're just going to have a good time. It's gonna be
So clearly you guys had a good time going through the 8 weeks, working together. Can you tell me really quick as far as how you guys how you feel the way you guys started out from the beginning to where you're at now?
Oh, really from the beginning, when I first met all these guys, it's like, man, these guys are a lot like me. They all like the same music as me, and it's just great chemistry. And I think Greg's a great coach and everything. I was like, man, this is really cool.
Skip, you've done a great job over the past 21 years. It's true that I've been around a lot of places myself, and I've never seen or heard of a program like this where it allows kids to go in there and actually get the real feel of what it's like to be in the recording industry and in performing live. How do you think today's show went?
Today's show went great. The kids are getting better. The songs are great. The music's great. The excitement's high. And we're going to do it again next year.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to it. Coach, you did a great job.
Thank you very much.
I know you're very proud of your guys. Anything you wanted to add to the victory of your band today?
There's nothing more to say. You guys did it.
Thanks very much, everybody. See you next year.